Fed Square's design is both intriguing and bold, which has made it a centre for both entertainment and debate. Its multi-dimensional design was so irregular it was widely revered by the design community. However, despite this critical acclaim, it was met with divided public opinion when it opened in October 2002. The rationale behind its design helps to explain why Euclidean geometry played such an important role in one of Melbourne's most misunderstood icons, and led to it becoming one of the youngest heritage-listed sites in the world. This is the story of Fed Square's architecture and design. In 1996, the Victorian Government, in partnership with City of Melbourne, held an international design competition to create the city's new and long-awaited civic space. The project was based around a major civic gathering space, grounded by cultural institutions, with commercial activations and an open amphitheatre capable of holding up to 15,000 people, all built above the working train lines of the major train network. Lab Architecture Studio, headed by Peter Davidson and Donald Bates, produced one of the shortlisted plans. In order to proceed further with the competition, they formed a partnership with one of Australia's oldest architecture firms, Bates Smart.
Melbourne's a city based on a city grid, and so we were interested in trying to develop some ways of making order that weren't based on pure geometries. Our aspiration was for it to be the homepage, so going back to a kind of internet metaphor, which is the place you go to before deciding what you're really going to do. If you don't know what to do, just meet at Fed Square and then we'll decide.
The site plan for Fed Square rejects right angles, symmetry and tradition. Its development did not follow conventional approaches, and the plan is the outcome of a sequence that started with lines. Random, overlaid and offset and lacking definition, until an underlying order emerged. The site's distinctive appearance also includes fractals, complex patterns on the facade that offer infinite variety. 3 cladding materials, sandstone, zinc and glass, all form triangular pinwheel grids. This modular system uses 5 single triangles of the same dimension to make a triangular panel of equal proportion but larger in size. Following the same geometric logic, 5 panels are joined together to create a larger triangular mega panel, which is then mounted onto the structural frame to form the visible facade. In this way, the exterior of Fed Square operates to create a coherent design, but articulates differences no matter where you view it from, bridging the gap between its being a piece of architectural art and a utilitarian space designed to be experienced from the inside and out. The pinwheel grid facade system is a defining component of Fed Square's architectural expression. The system is based on the Conway tessellation, a single triangular element that can be applied in an infinite number of compositional sequences. The system is made up of 4 principal materials in triangular panels, creating larger areas of abstract patterning. Sandstone, solid zinc sheet, perforated zinc, and transparent and translucent glazing. Select areas are also left open, revealing the underlying primary building skin. This system is applied to the Alfred Deakin Building, the Atrium, NGV Australia, and the Yarra Building, all of which have their own unique designs. And while the facade may appear random, it's actually a carefully considered fusion of mathematics, art, and architecture. The surrounding square is surfaced in cobblestones of variegated coloured Kimberley sandstone to distinguish it from the city's bluestone pavement. There are a total of 469,000 cobblestones, from almost white to the deepest red, inspired by the Australian outback. Interspersed amongst the cobblestones is an artwork titled Nearum New, created by Paul Carter in collaboration with Lab Architecture Studio. It consists of 3 parts: a whirl pattern, 9 ground figures and 9 vision texts. Fragmented voices of historical and fictional characters are used to tell the history of the site and poetic visions of the Federation ideal. In September 2019, Fed Square was included in the Victorian Heritage Register, becoming one of the youngest heritage-listed sites in the world. The recognition was a credit to Fed Square's value as a site of historical, cultural and social significance. A testament that Fed Square is an important community gathering space and public square that should be protected. Fed Square is currently transforming, supported by a new brand, diverse and engaging programming informed by the public, and a redefined vision which states, Federation Square is a globally iconic destination and Melbourne's gathering place, where visitors are immersed in unique cultural experiences and architecture that celebrate Victoria's rich heritage and identity. It definitely is a new era for Fed Square.